Are you wondering about selling out-of-state property? How to sell estate property, and particularly probate house for sale? That's our topic today, and we're going to get started right after this. Hi, I'm Kim Ward, real estate broker in San Diego, California, and expert at helping executors and administrators with homes in probate. Are you wondering about selling out-of-state property, how to sell estate property, and particularly probate house sale process? We're going to tackle that right now. Most executors and administrators do not live in the city of the house that they are responsible for, the house of the loved one who has passed away. First thing I have to share with you is please don't be afraid of a long distance sale. And the quicker you can find a new homeowner for the home, the faster you will stop having to pay the mortgage and to take on the responsibility of a vacant house and all of the expenses, including taxes, insurance, and upkeep. First thing you want to think about is the personal property. You want to pack up all the things that you or the loved ones or friends of the decedent are going to want to keep. For the things that you are going to want to keep, there are some options such as shipping. If you're going to be shipping things like books or CDs, any kind of printed material, there are less expensive ways to ship that type of material. Just give me a call and I'll explain that in detail more to you. If you're going to be keeping a lot of your loved one's personal property, your better option may be a truck or maybe one of those pods. And once you've removed all the things, the mementos and the things that you would like to have, then it's time to address the remaining personal property. You have three options. You can have an estate sale, have a buyout, or you can donate items. To receive your free copy of my personal properties do's, don'ts, and options, stay to the end of this video. I'll provide a link. While you're here going through the personal property, you might want to contact a handyman to address some cost-effective repairs such as paint, or fixing any plumbing issues, or even perhaps doing some carpeting. You want to do cost-effective repairs if it's possible so that the house presents to the home buyers in its best light, but at a minimum price. When you're selling a home out of state, this is one time where you really don't want to go alone. You want to obtain a team that can help make things easier for you. Another thing you want to consider is getting the house cleaned. Having the house cleaned makes a big difference on how buyers will perceive it. A clean house translates into a well-cared for home. Are you starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed already? That's understandable, and there's a way that you can press the easy button. Simply surround yourself with a team that you can trust and let them do the heavy lifting for you. You may already have a probate attorney. If you don't, that's the first person you should put on your team, is an experienced probate attorney. Next on the team is your real estate agent. The reason you want to get a trusted team is if you live close by, that's fine. It's not difficult for you to handle all the details that your loved one's home is going to need. But a $600 plane ticket over and over again can become costly, plus it's interrupting your life. So if you get yourself a trusted team that will keep you informed of what's happening all along the way, you make the decisions, they implement and do that heavy lifting for you, you're going to be much better off and probably feel more comfortable with the whole process. So once you have your probate attorney, then you want to hire a realtor that is an expert with helping with homes that are in probate. That way you've got a strong advocate in your corner to help guide you through the entire process. You may or may not know that 20% of licensed real estate agents help 80% of the people. So you want to find someone that's trustworthy and knowledgeable to guide you through that whole process, instead of just picking someone randomly. And since you are not living in the same state as the decedent's home, you want to pick someone that is technologically savvy, that can help to make things easier by handling many things through email, including when it's time for you to sign documentation. Much of the documentation can be signed via electronic signatures. I happen to use a program called DocuSign. You want someone who can text you if that's what you want, or call you on the phone and give you updates on a regular basis. I have found that when I call my clients, they feel really comfortable and it's a few minutes conversation versus other agents have shared with me when their clients are unhappy, it's a 15-minute phone call. Well, I always want to avoid that because I want you to feel comfortable throughout the process. In fact, you shouldn't even have to travel back and forth. I have helped many clients and I've met with them once, and then we handle everything via email, phone calls, and DocuSign. You don't want to have to travel back and forth to handle all the minutia that is included with selling a house. You also want a realtor who has a great title and escrow company, because when you receive your escrow documents, and it's a big, thick package, you want people available to help you, to walk you through all those documents. If you happen to live in the same area as the home of the decedent, you could easily go into the escrow company and sign everything and get it notarized. If you don't, my escrow company will send you a mobile notary directly to you at your home or your office, or you can go ahead and get the documents notarized wherever you would like. But many of my clients have called me when they receive the big fat package of escrow documents and say, I don't know how to fill these out. That's when I make sure that my escrow company reaches out to my clients and helps them line by line to fill out the documents. Are you wondering about taxes? I frequently receive a question about taxes from my client. Now, it's important that you know that the property will be appraised as of the date of death. That's your baseline number. I can share a few things with you, but I am not licensed. I'm not a tax expert, so I always recommend that you speak to someone who can give you accurate answers about any type of taxes that may be due upon the sale of the property. My purpose is for you to get the answers to all your questions and have facts so that you can make good decisions. I hope you found this of value. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button. That way you'll be notified of my upcoming weekly videos, and you wouldn't want to miss any of them. And if you have questions, you could reach out to me, or if you prefer, you could post them down below. I love to read comments, and I always like to answer your questions. Thanks for watching.